we take you to a place where few Americans venture, a place where climate change is leaving so many with stark choices: migrate or perish. Nowhere is that choice more dramatic than rural Guatemala, where families who've lived off the land for generations are now starving, their children unable to get what they need to grow and thrive. We recently traveled there as part of ABC's Climate Crisis, Saving Tomorrow.
She's nearly 4, but little Anna Ali looks half her age. Chronically malnourished. At just 19 pounds, she should weigh twice that.
So she's below the average by far. This line is normal. She's way down here.
Anna Ali's mother, Jacinta, and all these moms bring their dangerously underweight children here every 2 months to this pop-up clinic in Yucatan, in Guatemala, a region hardest hit by climate change.
These bags are full of rice and oatmeal, cooking oil, black beans, all staples for the families who've come. And over here, they're waiting patiently. You can see the women are dressed in their very colorful chorty outfits. It's one of the indigenous tribes in Guatemala.
Jacinta's eldest, 12-year-old Milton, helping to shoulder the load.
It's so heavy.
Getting these heavy sacks home is crucial, because Jacinta has 5 more kids waiting hungrily. These bags are all that stands between them and starvation. They clamber on board a crowded pickup, mostly standing for the long, winding trek back to their rural home. Welcome to the dry corridor, once the fertile cradle of Mayan civilization, now a swath of drought-battered Central America, from Guatemala and Honduras all the way to Costa Rica. Guatemalans are especially vulnerable because half live in poverty. Now a quarter face malnutrition. Jacinta grinds corn for tortillas, just as they have for millennia here. She never went to school and speaks only her native Chorti, an indigenous Mayan language. And there are now days when her children go without. That brown liquid in Anna Ali's bottle? Coffee. Mothers here, like Jacinta, know caffeine can curb hunger pains. It's that desperation that's driving a 500% spike in migration throughout Central America, many heading to the U.S. A third of migrants say extreme weather forced them to leave. So we journeyed to these remote Guatemalan villages over hours of rugged terrain to see what's driving unprecedented numbers of people away.
This dead corn represents calamity, literally starving families, because the farmers who live in these Guatemalan hillside villages are already so poor. And yet the extreme weather conditions, severe drought or too much rain at the wrong time, is destroying crops, and along with it, families' hopes and dreams.
It's been 7 straight years of failed crops and decades of dwindling yields due to El Niño fluctuations. Mother Nature has turned cruel, leaving people with stark choices: starve or migrate. Santos's family is looking for an escape plan. The 16-year-old shows us his home, the walls and ceiling made of palm fronds.
So this is the house you all sleep in? Sí. So your mom cooks here? Sí. And then you sleep over there?
No toilets, no running water.
This is the family farmland.
And after months of backbreaking work in the cornfields for Santos's dad, Toribio,
lots of failed corn.
A harvest of misery. Santos is just one of the 2.2 million people in the dry corridor in desperate need of humanitarian assistance. Santos's parents took their life savings and borrowed even more to give their oldest son a shot at surviving the deadly gauntlet through smugglers and drug cartels to the land of opportunity, the United States.
Do you remember the day that your son left?
Sí, como cuando se fue, el 23 de julio.
What was going through your heart?
Pues yo, cuando mi hijo se fue, pues yo sentí así como algo rebajado, porque no sé qué mi hijo, porque sé que no es fácil para que él va a andar hacia ese camino.
Santos left the village armed with a first-grade education. In his pocket, $300, and a tattered list of phone numbers.
Were you scared? A little bit? Un poco?
No. Así me fui así orando a Dios que no me va a pasar nada en el camino, pues.
Santos says he slept in warehouses, eating crackers, and made it almost to Mexico City when he was caught by Mexican authorities.
What did they do to you once they caught you?
Solo me tuvieron y me llevaron en una alberca así para que lo encierren como unos 10 días. Hice como 10 días. A los 10 días me sacaron, me mandaron aquí para Chelas. Vaya para Chelas.
But there's precious little to go back to.
So this is completely dried out.
Circe Cordon is fighting to change that. The agricultural engineer is working to develop drought-resistant strains of corn. Here in Zacapa, it's rainy season. It should be raining just about every day.
This is unusable.
But it's been dry for more than 3 weeks.
Normally it's twice as it. Yeah,
yes.
2 or 3, yeah. This is so stunted. So they didn't even bother to harvest these.
Nearby, on a windswept hilltop, Circe points out black bean plants, a vital source of protein. When these crops fail, famine follows. She fears that this whole region could be uninhabitable in just 20 years.
Algunas áreas considero que se van a declarar como desérticas y otras áreas se van a declarar insostenibles.
When you see this, what goes through your mind?
Pienso que debemos de buscar y seguir en la lucha para que nuestros agricultores adopten condiciones y prácticas agrícolas mucho más amigables con el ambiente, que retomemos lo que ancestralmente se hacía, manejar los suelos de manera adecuada.
Already, 1 million Guatemalan children suffer from stunting, which means they're shorter here than anywhere else in the Western Hemisphere. According to the World Bank, that means 40% less brain development by age 3.
This is also a human toll that this takes.
Absoluta tristeza y causa un poquito de impotencia ver muchas veces a nuestra gente, muchas veces a nuestros niños que mueren de hambre, y da tristeza ver que tengan que emigrar.
In Santos's rural town, roughly 10% of his neighbors have migrated, either to larger cities or all the way to the U.S., just about one able-bodied person per family. Santos's uncle washes dishes at a restaurant in New York. He's been sending money home for a few years, enough to feed his family and build a better life.
Como dice, va, que él está trabajando para bien para los hijos, va, que están aquí en Guatemala, va, y como él me dejó con 3 niñas y lo que él empezó a pensar en primer lugar de levantar una casa, va.
Just a stone's throw away from Santos's humble home, his uncle has built a 4-bedroom cinder block construction project.
Wow, this is impressive. This is quite different than Santos's house. Amazing. Bonita.
Sí.
Sí. Grande.
Sí.
Around here, they call it a castle because it evokes the grandeur and riches sent home by loved ones toiling in America.
4.
4 bedrooms. Amazing. And so when will it be finished?
Pues como ahorita él está reuniendo un poquito de dinero, hasta cuando él tenga algo, entonces empieza a mandar para comprar lo que es cemento.
It's the envy of all who live in this indigenous community and inspires those who see it to dream of America, which is why 16-year-old Santos is willing to risk his life yet again, as soon as possible. His family's survival depends on it.
What's the hope? What's the dream?
Pues mi sueño es sacar a mi hijo a trabajar y mandar dinero aquí en mi país y sacar a mi familia adelante, hacer una casa, una casita así, comprar todo material que hace falta para levantar una casa, y es lo que es mi sueño, yo salir adelante.
Do you think you'll try to go to the U.S. again?
Sí, voy a volver a intentar la segunda vez.
Why risk so much to try again?
Porque como les dije, que por la pobreza que como estamos ahorita aquí, estamos sufriendo casi.
You don't see a future here.
No, Aquí es casi que veo futuro, ¿no?
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.